Pretty good. Hey everyone, Ryzen here, and this game is sloppy. Very sloppy. I don't know how the Patriots are winning this game right now. Somehow they are ahead. I'm not really sure how. But two turnovers. One is more because of an injury. The first one, though, I don't know how Patterson's doing it. Special teams play has been disastrous all year. Patterson did get a kick return touchdown, but it doesn't excuse the fumble, and it's a serious problem. Um, it's got to be addressed. Just special teams in both cases. I mean, they almost just gave up a field goal at the end of that half because of terrible penalty on special teams again off of a punt return. It's just off of a punt that gave the Bears good field position. It's just terrible special teams play, and I don't know. The defense has been okay, but I think that's more so because Trubisky's just been really, really bad in this game. Um, Trubisky is missing wide open throws. He's not seeing open receivers. He's way over relying on scrambling around, and that's really the only thing that's working for him. And that's not going to win you a game. So, I mean, they're lucky that Trubisky's just not playing well. Um, but the big takeaway is Sonny Michel's injury. I don't know how serious it is. It didn't look good. Um, the weird thing is it said it's apparently a knee injury, even though it was his ankle that looked like it got twisted. Maybe it's a sprain, but I doubt it. I think his season's probably over, which, of course, we'll finally get a good running back, and then because of a stupid ankle twisting tackle, you break a guy's leg, so I hate those twisting tackles. They really got to figure out a way to address them because I see so many guys break their legs on them. But Barner has run well in his stead, so maybe it's the Patriots O-line that's just really good at blocking in general this year. That's the best case scenario. I mean, I guess you could make an offer on Le'Veon Bell. What do you got to lose at this point? I mean, Pittsburgh has no idea if he's even going to come back, so you might as well offer a first rounder or something just to see. I mean, Burkhead's not eligible to come back for till week 11. That's a problem. I mean, Barner's really just there as an emergency running back, and now he's got to be the top back in the team, and that's a serious problem. I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, Michelle was actually running quite well against Chicago, but Barner has too. So let's look at his stats actually. If I can actually, get to the stat page. I hate how NFL changed their site. Yeah, he had again, he had only 4 carries before he got hurt, 22 yards, 5.5 average. But Barner's got 4.8 average, so 19 yards off of 4 carries, and even White's got 3.5 in this game. So Brady had a scramble in there too. It was a fantastic catch by Josh Gordon in this game. The funny thing is he dropped the easy one. I've never seen him drop a ball before, and then he makes the most ridiculous catch I've ever seen a Patriot player make. So that's pretty crazy. Hogan also got hurt, but it was apparently nothing. So, I mean, really, as far as adjustments, the Patriots have got to take away I'd say they need to take away that scramble by Trubisky, but really, if that's all he's going to do all game, fine. Just keep taking away the run, make the guy throw, and try to take away those deep throws that he likes. Because the guy can't. He for some reason he has trouble with those medium to short range routes, and guys can't catch for him either. So it's not all on Trubisky. He's just been really bad.
The Jaguars benched Blake Bortles.
Apparently, the another news: Jacksonville Jaguars just benched Blake Bortles.
So Cody Kessler's playing as quarterback.
Jacksonville is collapsing, so losing to Jacksonville has apparently not been a problem now for New England. I don't even think Jacksonville's going to make the playoffs now. I mean, I really don't. And if they do, they're going to lose the first game. I mean, they're a bad team. I don't know what happened. They looked so good on paper, and then they just collapsed. Just no offense. I mean, I used to call them a mediocre offense. No, I think Jacksonville's a terrible offense now. I don't know what happened. I mean, they were at least solid last year as far as at least average. I don't know. They've collapsed. Indy's crushing Buffalo. No surprise. Miami's mounting a comeback on Detroit because Detroit, you couldn't pay the other team off enough to let Detroit win a game because they're Detroit and they like to lose. I don't know. Detroit is weird. Minnesota and the Jets it's 10-7 Minnesota. That's embarrassing. Philadelphia can't even seem to pull away from Carolina. It's 10-0. And Tampa Bay is 16-9 over Cleveland, which is weird. Weird score, but whatever. And Denver crushed poor Arizona 45-10 earlier, so that was funny. And I think Tennessee lost in London. Yeah, they lost to the Chargers 2019. In a very strange finish to that game, I believe Tennessee went for a 2-point conversion to try to win the game, which why would you do that? Just kick the extra point and go to overtime. I don't know. Just too aggressive. I mean, I like being aggressive, but not in that situation. I mean, I know it worked for Oakland a couple years ago, or maybe it was last year, but statistically speaking, it's not what you should do. I mean, it's just stupid. So, I thought Brady's looked okay in the Patriots game. He's 14 of 20, 131 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks. Really, it's just sloppy play with the fumbles, and Edelman muffed a punt. I mean, luckily they recovered it. It's just there's a serious drop off from how they play at home, where they do look unbeatable, to how they play on the road, and it's got to be fixed. I get that you shouldn't play as well as you at home as you do, or as well on the road as you do at home, but there shouldn't be this much of a discrepancy. I mean, they still got tough games on the road. I think they got to go to Pittsburgh. You know, in Miami's always tough. At the Jets is always tough. So I mean, they gotta improve. I mean, they do. I'm so pissed about Sonny Michel. Guy was running so well. I hope to God it's a sprain. Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky's 8 for 20 for 92 yards in this game. He's terrible today. He's their leading rusher, too. 5 carries, 42 yards, which is... If your quarterback's your leading rusher, a lot of the time you're going to lose the game. I mean, that's not a good thing. Jordan Howard is 8 carries, 28 yards so far. Just not good. There was a ridiculous running play that the Patriots defense collapsed on, where Trubisky ran back to like midfield and then ran back forward and somehow scored a touchdown. It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen. I mean, it's a dead play. And you should be able to stop that. It's just inexcusable sometimes what this defense has done. I don't know. Ever since Patricia left, and not that I was a huge fan of Patricia, but Belichick's supposed to be a defensive genius. Well, I don't know. I'd like to find either the genius or the defensive part of it, because I don't see either of it. And especially special teams, man. It's just awful. Just awful. Chicago gets the ball first, too, which is problematic. Oh, they're highlighting the kickoff return. The fumble. All right. So they're about to come back onto the game, so we'll do our recap afterwards. It's just this is a tough game to watch. I mean, it's so sloppy. On paper, Chicago should be blowing New England away, but luckily Chicago hasn't played well either. I mean, this is just
They're back.
it's an embarrassing performance. So I'm gonna go, and we'll do our recap afterwards after the game. All right, take care.
Michelle got downgraded to out.
Obviously.